here's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to understand what soft skills are. I'm going to talk about some things to do before you get the job, and then some things to do after you're hired. And these are things that I wish I knew because they did hamstring me when I didn't have the skills when I started my career. So let's start with soft skills. Who knows what soft skills are? Have you ever heard of them? No? Good. Mark, I know you know, but you and I are the same age, so you've got the unfair advantage. So soft skills are intangible. When we think about hard skills are things that are quantifiable skills, qualifiable. We can point to them and describe them. So something technical you might need to know to do part of your job or to get a certain job. So for instance, knowing how to do accounting, knowing how to use a certain piece of software, that is a hard skill. Soft skills are a little more difficult because they are intangible. You can't see them, you can't feel them, you can't touch them, but even though they're invisible, there's something that you are supposed to know how to do. I want to say that again. Even though they are invisible skills, you're supposed to have them. And yet what I find frustrating is we're supposed to know how to do these things, and yet nobody teaches you. Unless you have a really, really good soft skills instructor that you come across, like I did in my career. So soft skills have to do with communication, relational skills, how you relate to other people or how you don't. Soft skills also comprise things like emotional intelligence, which we won't have time to get into today, but it is something good that's good to know as you enter the work world. And the reason why soft skills are so important is that this is what we are often judged on. It affects our relationships at work, and it also affects how we are perceived. So some examples of hard skills versus soft skills. If you know how to use Premiere software, it's Adobe Premiere, it's used for film editing, that's a hard skill. Okay? But if you can write a good cover letter when you're interested in a job, that is a soft skill. Yes, thank you. What if you know how to do accounting, understanding basic accounting principles? What do you think? Hard skill, thank you. And then communicating bad news, how's that? Soft skill, yep, I made this a little easy. Let's try one that's more hitting close to home for college. Knowing which flavor of White Claw to buy is a soft skill. Anyone want to argue that's a hard skill? It could be both. Okay, giving your friend a White Claw when they come over. Hard skill, yes. All right. So here's why this is important. How we communicate or don't, how well we relate to people or don't, actually impacts our relationships at work, but also how you are perceived. And I do have my own story about that. When you are aware of your soft skills and your communication skills and how good you are or are not, you can use that to your advantage. And what's nice about these intangible skills is that they really do have a ripple out effect. Think about people you've met before who gave you a really bad impression or really pissed you off the first time you met them. Did you want to hang out with them again? No, right? So you can see that this stuff does have a lasting impact and a ripple out.